Hello, wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. It is Temi Asuchinod Peters. It is back to back. I'm bringing you more videos. This one will shock you. This woman said something that you need to listen to attentively, because many of you must have been wondering why Nigeria had been driven to the middle of nowhere, why Nigeria had been classified to be the poverty headquarters. But when you talk about poverty headquarters being Nigeria, they refer to the north, despite being in government all these years. Then finally, you will now understand when I say that Nigerians are victims of Nigeria, that the only people that are the beneficiaries of Nigeria are the political class, and they use you, the ordinary Nigerians, as the willing tools. Listen to this, and I'll be right back.
Northern Nigeria that is being targeted with affirmative action is not disadvantaged in the sense that, you don't have, we didn't have an apartheid government that made sure that people didn't go to school there, that suppressed people. On the contrary, we've had Northern Nigeria ruling Nigeria for many, many, many years. And so if you look at it and say, okay, if it is not an issue of oppression, is affirmative action the right solution? And the issue is, and exactly what you said, that if you find that people are educationally backward, you address the educational backwardness. You don't pull down the whole country.
No.
You really look at what it is. That is, what are the challenges? Is it teachers? Is it whatever resources? So the affirmative action should actually be that you should put more money in the educational sector and really targeting those challenges that they face. But Father, it goes down to the point I was making about education and shame. As a Pan-Africanist, nothing has pained me more than this idea of that the North is educationally backward. Because for me, it goes to the core of racism, that black people are accepting, I'm stupid. Yes, I am stupid. Lower the mark for me. That's basically what the
so that's what you mean by lack of a sense of shame.
Exactly. How can we as Africans accept that a group of us in a part of Nigeria are saying, yes, we're stupid, yes, we cannot learn, so as a result of that, lower the cutoff mark so that I can pass. This is something that we as a country really needs to say this is unacceptable. We need to be able to say no. There is nothing wrong with the intellect of a northerner. There's nothing wrong with the learning ability of a child in northern Nigeria. What is missing, that they don't have the support that they need. And as a country, we should be able to say no. As black people, we're not going to accept that there's a part of this country that says I am stupid, I cannot learn. I went to a federal school. I went to Federal Government College in Loring. And most of the people who came from the north, when they came into our school, couldn't read or write. Some of them just couldn't.
But by the time
they were done, one of the girls had one of the best results in my secondary school. It is unfair what is happening in northern Nigeria. It is unfair to put a whole generation of people and tell them how I am going to help you is I'm going to
bring down the,
and you're not doing it. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's not about southern Nigeria. It's about the educational a mess that you're creating in your part of the world, because those kids, you're going to reap what you sow. As long as we allow these kids not to have an education, not to have hope, the drug abuse situation in northern Nigeria is getting really out of hand. There's a lot of frustration, and all because we're saying, oh, you cannot learn, let us give you pass marks. And the problem is that when those things were done, the assumption was that government will always be the biggest employer. So even if you had 10%, you're from the north, we're going to give you a job in the ministry. Those things don't exist anymore.
No.
Now people have to compete. And you come to the private sector, you can hardly find northerners working in the private sector. What have you done? What are you doing to our people who are from the north? We need to be able to create a society in which everybody can take care of themselves. And the thing is that the kids are able to do it.
They are.
I work in northern Nigeria. My work in Girl Effect was 100% northern Nigeria. I see these kids, as we start to work with them, how they blossom, how smart these kids are.
So they have been denied opportunities.
They have been denied opportunities, and yet the rest of Nigeria is looking at it that they are being given opportunities. No. Anybody who tells you that you're not good enough is not doing you a favor.
It's not doing you a favor.
Anybody who tells you that you do not have the capacity to be the best that you can is not doing you a favor. Northern Nigeria leaders or the federal government or whoever is creating these policies is not doing a favor to the citizens of northern Nigeria. This is unfair. These are intelligent people. These are once you put them in the look at the
right environment.
Exactly, the ones who are in southern Nigeria, the ones who are going to school, the ones who do go to school. I mean, is Sanusi not a northern Nigerian? And all the other people who came out with first class, who went to Catholic universities in the Catholic schools in the old days, are they not northerners? But when you have a system and a government that thinks that tokenism is favor, that thinks that getting things easy and free is doing your people a favor, that is a travesty. Look at the oil industry, which is our
cash cow.
Our cash cow. Look at how many people from the north are in NNPC. Compare that to the people from the north who are in Shell and all the other private
competitive. Yes.
Yeah. You have 90% in NNPC, less than 1% in these other ones. It's a clear show that if NNPC falls tomorrow or it's privatized,
if it's privatized, then many of those people will lose their job.
And they're not employable. Even though they have had this number of years of experience working in NNPC, they're not employable because it's all about rent seeking. Who are you doing a favor to? Because the future of oil and the future of every sector is a private sector. It's business.
Sure.
How many businesses in northern Nigeria are owned by northern Nigeria?
You heard it from her. You've seen everything. Remember the previous government before this one tried everything possible to address these very issues this woman raised here. I'm talking about the government of Goodluck Jonathan. Building and constructing many Almajiri schools up to a standard so that these people can learn properly. But no, the political class in the north, they don't want it. They don't want the people of the north to get proper education. They want the federal character principle, which is the northernization policy of Ahmadu Bello, rebranded in the name of federal character. Made it possible for my child from Anambra State, a child from Anambra State will require 200 to 300 scores to pass into universities. Whereas, a just mere 10 to 50 mark will be required from the same country of a child from the north to study the same course in the university. Do you know what? The same federal character principle which they have constitutionalized in Nigeria. We ensure that this person, when he be say, he get 50 to enter to study medicine, to study law, to study engineering and whatever thing they are studying there. After they don't finish for university, when he be say he know nothing here, because of the same federal character principle, that person go get job before you. By the time you don't carry file for several years from the south, you are from the south, because the whole thing have been skewed. They are giving preference, everything first. Remember Ahmadu Bello. If you have forgotten, I will keep reminding you.
In the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here. Then I tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners. All important posts are being held by northerners. All important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or a permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first, a northerner first, a northerner first. If you can't get a northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee.
You see that? That is Nigeria for you. And that is what have been constitutionalized. In the same Nigeria, the thing they call one Nigerian nonsense. A northerner first. And that is what you have today as federal character. And that is exactly what is drowning this country. Beginning from the same north. Because you reap what you sow. Everything that we do, it has a bounce back. And that is what is happening in the north today. Illiteracy at the highest level. Poverty at the highest level. Who created it? The political class. For the benefit of the political class. To your detriment. And you ordinary Nigerian will come and fight me because I am Igbo man. Or because I'm a Hausa man. Or because I'm a Yoruba man. Or because I'm from one ethnic group or the other. For the benefit of the same people who have made your life miserable. Now, your eyes don't they open, Abi? I'm talking about the north today. Because I always talk about the east. The west, their own day. That is exactly the same. Everywhere, they have their different peculiar problem. Like I was saying, the same federal character principle will ensure the person when he gets 50 mark and studied law, before you as Judge and Bail lawyer from the east, you graduated the same year, he has already gotten an appointment. Before you know what is happening, bam, Obulugo a judge. You will be coming before him with your son, with your professorial, what do you call it, professorial regalia as a son-in-law, and stand in front of somebody that cannot match. That is why you have all this nonsense in the judiciary. The same thing is happening. She was talking about the NNPC. You see them everywhere. You see, that is why they cannot produce. That is why they cannot add any value. Because nothing is up there. That is it. I think now the whole thing is clear. For you to understand that this country is irredeemable. No come on, the thing is just getting so upsetting by day. But me, they talk in Igbo language, Igbo palace language, that ekugeku meron maganoge melonte. What I say in essence is that I have spoken. It is not left for you to hear and put my words into action. It is just not my words. It's not just my words. It is the words from our ancestors that have come before us that want your life to be better. I've spoken. Share it if you like it. Drop your comment. Let's get your opinion on this. I'm signing out. If you're new on this platform, you're welcome. Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing. It's very important so that more people can get this truth. Good day. I'm going. I'm confused.